Hello students, today I'm here with a new poem of your book and the name of the poem is Macavity the Mystery Cat. As you have known by the name that this poem is about a cat which is mysterious, okay? And his name is Macavity. So let's see what's there in the poem. Do you have a pet cat? Means have you ever had a cat as a pet? And have you ever noticed anything mysterious about it? Anything. Actually, we cannot say that every cat is a mystery cat, but this cat whose name is Macavity, he is a mystery cat for sure. ये तो mystery cat है, पक्का. And you know what things make him a mystery cat? We will find out in this poem. So let's read the poem. Why this cat, Macavity, is called mystery cat. So here, Macavity is a mystery cat. He is called the hidden paw, for he is the master criminal who can defy the law. He is the befuddlement of Scotland Yard, the flying squid's despair. For when they reach the scene of crime, Macavity is not there. So here, in this stanza, the poet says that Macavity is a mystery cat. And the people has given him a name, that is the hidden paw. Why this name is given to him? Let's see. Actually, he is the master criminal. Okay, he is a very huge criminal who can break every law. Okay, so defy means break. He can break every law. That's why he is called master criminal here. And he is the befuddlement of Scotland Yard. So what is Scotland Yard? Actually, it is the headquarter of London police, in England. Okay, and he is a befuddlement for them. It is, he has become a puzzle for Scotland Yard. They cannot find him. And the flying squids despair. What is flying squid? A group of soldiers who are very fast in their action. बहुत fast होते हैं. So this cat is a puzzle for Scotland Yard, and flying squid also cannot find him. They are unable to find him. Okay, that's why the people has given him a name, Hidden Paw. For when they reach the scene of crime, Macavity is not there, because when any crime occurred and these people, means Scotland Yard and flying squids, reach there at that place, Macavity is not there. Okay, so let's move forward. Macavity, there's no one like Macavity. He has broken every human law. He breaks the law of gravity. His powers of levitation would make a fakir stir. And when you reach the scene of crime, Macavity is not there. So here in the stanza, poet says that there is no one who is like Macavity. He is quite different, and he has broken each and every law which the people made. And he breaks the law of gravity also. Do you think that it is possible to break the law of gravity? So why the poet said it? So let's find out it. Okay, actually his powers of levitation, means levitation का मतलब होता है jump very high. Okay, he has the power to jump very high, and this power make the people stare at him. लोग देखते हैं उसको जब वो इतना ऊंचा कूदता है तो. That's why he is called that he breaks the law of gravity. इसीलिए बोला गया है. Okay, and when you reach the scene of crime, and as usual, when the crime occurred and these people reach there, Macavity is not there. Okay, let's move forward. You may seek him in the basement, you may look up in the air, but I tell you once and once again, Macavity is not there. So the poet says that you may look for him in the basement. You know what is basement? It is it is a place below the ground floor. Okay, so you can look for him in the basement, and you can look up in the air also, but I tell you once and once again that Macavity is nowhere. Macavity is not there. Okay, वो कहीं भी नहीं है. आगे देखते हैं. Macavity is a ginger cat. He is very tall and thin. You would know him if you saw him, for his eyes are sunken in. His brow is deeply lined with thought. His head is highly domed. Okay, so here the poet says that Macavity is a ginger cat. What is ginger cat? Actually, ginger is a breed of cats, and these cats are very, tall and thin in size, and they are very big. Okay, and when you will see him, you will find out about, you will find everything about him. Okay, because his eyes are sunken in. Sunken in का मतलब होता है his eyes are very deep. Okay, and his brow means eyebrows, and his eyebrow is deeply lined with thought. It looks like he is thinking something, and his head is highly charmed, and his head is quite like a dom. You understand ना that एक जो temple बनाए जाते हैं, mosque बनाई जाती है, उसका जो वो ऊपर से dome बोलते हैं उसको. Okay, his head is like that. Clear? आगे देखते हैं. His coat is dusty from neglect. His whiskers are uncombed. He sways his hand from side to side with movements like a snake. And when you think he's half asleep, he's always wide awake. So here the poet says that he is wearing a coat and it is quite dusty because Macavity doesn't pay attention at it. Okay? And his whiskers are uncombed. What is whiskers? Have you seen the cats have some hair, above the lips, above the mouth? Okay, and they are called whiskers. It is completely like mustache. Okay, so they are, uncombed. He sways his head from side to side with movements like a snake. So he, moves his head from here and there, like side to side, like a snake. And when you think that he is sleeping, that he is half asleep, so you are mistaken. Actually, he is awake. वो जागा हुआ है, नहीं सोया हुआ है. Here the poet says again that there is no one who is like Macavity. Okay, for he is a fiend in feline shape. What does it mean? Actually, he's a fiend means he's a devil in feline shape. Feline का मतलब होता है cat-like shape. Okay, he is a devil in cat shape, a monster of depravity, and he is a devil also of corruption because he is spreading corruption everywhere. That's why he is called devil and monster. You may meet him in a by street. You may see him in the square. Means you can look for him on the road and in the courtyard also. But when a crime is discovered, the Macavity is not there. So when a crime is discovered, then Macavity, as usual, is not there. Okay, this was the poem. Now the question answers. So the question and answers are here. Read the first stanza and think. And first one is Macavity a cat really? Have you ever heard about a cat whose name is Macavity? No. Okay, so the answer is no, Macavity is not a cat really. The second question is, if not, who can Macavity be? Means if Macavity is not a real cat, then who can Macavity be? तो कौन है फिर Macavity? So the answer is Macavity is just a fictional character. Fictional characters are such, they are created by the poet. They are imaginary characters. Okay. So Macavity is just a fictional character created by the poet whose actions resemble those of a crook. कि जो उसके actions हैं, उसकी जो activities हैं, वो बिल्कुल एक crook की तरह के हैं. इसलिए वो एक fictional character बना दिया गया है poet ने. So next, complete the following sentences. A master criminal is one who can defy the law. You can fill them regarding the poem. Okay. The second one, the Scotland Yard is baffled because whenever they reach the scene of crime, they cannot find Macavity. That's why they are baffled. Okay. Third one, because Macavity moves much faster than them. So the answer is nobody can catch Macavity at the scene of crime. And rest, that because Macavity moves much faster than them. Clear? Next, a cat, I'm sure, could walk on a cloud without coming through. Means this is the statement of the poet. Which law is Macavity breaking in the light of the comment above? अगर हम ये ऊपर वाला comment देखते हैं तो which law is Macavity breaking? कौन सा law तोड़ रहा है Macavity? A cat, I'm sure, could walk on a cloud without coming through. कि एक cloud पे चल सकता है cat. So the answer is, in the light of the above comment, Macavity is breaking a law of gravity as it was mentioned in the poem also. Okay. Now next and last. I think, no, not the last. Okay, so read stanza 3 and then describe Macavity in 2 or 3 sentences of your own. So you can gave the answer of this question yourself, I think, but read it, okay? So you have to describe Macavity in 2 or 3 sentences, okay? So Macavity is a ginger cat who is very tall and thin, sunken eyes and broad, deeply lined with thought. While its head is highly domed, its coat is dusty and whiskers are uncombed. These qualities were mentioned in the poem, okay? It sways its head from side to side and it is always wide awake. Even when one thinks that it is half asleep, जब हम सोचते हैं कि सोया हुआ है तब भी वो awake रहता है. Clear? Next, say false or true. Okay, Macavity is not an ordinary cat. It is true because no, it was not an ordinary cat. उसके जो actions थे उनसे हम कह ही नहीं सकते कि वो एक ordinary cat है. Okay. So second is Macavity cannot do what a fakir can easily do. This was a line in the poem also, so it is false. Okay. Macavity's power of levitation would make a fakir stare in disbelief. फकीर भी उसकी तरफ देखेगा जब वो जंप ऐसे हाई जंप करता है Macavity. ठीक है. Third is Macavity has supernatural powers. Yes, it is true regarding the poem. Macavity is well dressed, smart and bright. Do you think so? No, because the poet mentioned in the poem that his coat is dusty and the whiskers are uncombed, these things, na? So that's why we cannot say that it was well dressed. So it is false. Macavity is a spy, a trickster and a criminal all rolled in one. कि अब एक spy है, means detective है, trickster है या criminal है, सब कुछ है. It is true because all these things are mentioned in the poem. Okay. So next is, having read the poem, try to guess whether the poet is fond of cats. So do you think, students, that the poet is fond of cats? कि पसंद करता है वो cats को? If so, और अगर ऐसा है, why does he call Macavity a fiend and monster? And if he is fond of cats, then why does he call Macavity की एक fiend है, monster है, devil है? ये क्यों कहता है फिर वो? Okay. So answer is yes, it seems like the poet is fond of cats. He calls Macavity a fiend and a monster because he might have wanted to portray an evil side. देखो वो कैट को तो पसंद करता है बट वो उसका एक evil side दिखाना चाहता था कैट्स की. ठीक है, एक नेगेटिव पार्ट दिखाना चाहता था. That's why he used these words. Okay, he might have used a cat in order to create a negative character. Okay, who is a criminal and escapes easily from police. So ऐसा ही उसको create करना चाहता था इसको negative character में, इसीलिए ये सब words तो necessary थे. So the quick movements of a cat and its mysterious eyes might have influenced him to create this evil character in the form of a cat. तो cat की बहुत ही मतलब mysterious eyes देखकर थोड़ा इन्फ्लुएंस हुआ वो पोएट कि चलो ठीक है उसको नेगेटिव कैरेक्टर देते हैं. सो दैट्स व्हाई द पोएट हैज यूज्ड दीज वर्ड्स, दीज नेगेटिव वर्ड्स. ओके. नेक्स्ट इज, हैज द पोएट यूज्ड एग्जैगरेशन फॉर स्पेशल इफेक्ट? मतलब पोएट ने बढ़ा चढ़ा के बताया कैट के बारे में, एग्जैगरेट किया है. Find a few examples of it and read those lines aloud. So we have to find that what things the poet has exaggerate about the cat. Yes, the poet has used exaggerations such as the cat's defiance of gravity. देखो poet ने ये बोला है that he can defy the law of gravity. So it is means you can say yourself that it is exaggerate. ये exaggerate किया है, sorry, poet ने ये exaggeration हुआ है. And it being called a monster of depravity. यहाँ पर भी exaggerate किया है. And a fiend बोला है in order to enhance the mystery surrounding the cat. उसको और ज़्यादा mysterious बनाने के लिए poet ने उसको fiend बोला है, devil बोला है. Okay? Since the cat is shown to be super fast, as nobody from the Scotland Yard to the flying squad can catch it on the scene of crime. ये भी तो एक अपने आप में एग्जैगरेशन है कि स्कॉटलैंड यार्ड की मतलब जो आर्मी है वो भी उसको फ्लाइंग स्क्वाड को कैच नहीं कर सकते हैं, वो इतनी तेज भागता है जो मैकावरी है. सो दीज एग्जैगरेशंस हैव बीन यूज्ड बाय इलियट to lay stress on this monstrous as well as surprising and mysterious nature of Macavity. Okay, examples देखो यहाँ पर exaggerations के examples दिए हैं. He is the befuddlement of Scotland Yard, the flying square's despair. Second is he breaks the law of gravity. His powers of levitation would make a fakir stare. कि एक फकीर भी उसकी तरफ को देखेगा, वो इतना हाई जंप करता है. He is a fiend in feline shape, a monster of depravity. So all these things, all these examples are of exaggeration. Okay, so these were the question and answers. Hope you understood well.